Hi, I'm Sarah. Welcome to my channel. We are long overdue for another episode of Create This Book. We're only on episode 5, and this happens to be one of my most requested series ever. So I don't know, we should be further, but there's no time like the present, right? In this episode, like basically every other, I'm gonna decorate 3 different pages and take you through the process of that. I will link my entire Create This Book playlist in the description box below, along with the iCard in the corner. You don't have to watch them in order. Before we get into this, I want to let you guys in on a secret that I've been keeping for many years. Surprise! I have this mega giant massive squishy collection, and I'm actually going to be revealing it in the next video, so make sure that you have post notifications on and are subscribed. If you're interested, give this video a thumbs up. Oh no. I have a lot of ideas for these squishies. I do plan to sell them and customize them, but we'll get to that in next week's video. For now, let's move on. Yeah, this whole thing moves. So that's my puppy. But now it is time to decorate the first page, which I've already done, and I'm filming this intro after. Editing magic! What was that face? I'm so tired and the puppy is whining. Help. Send help! Please. I'm getting delirious. For this first page, I am going to create a pet. A little buddy for the 2 fur babies that already live in the house with us, Leo the cat and Goose the puppy. Actually, I'm not sure how well they would get along with this animal, so here's the prep work that I did in a sketchbook beforehand. At first, I was going to create a dragon. They would really not like that, I'm sure. But I decided to go with a cute fruit bat instead. This one at the bottom that is hugging a strawberry. If the bat could talk, he or she would be like,
I shall call him Berry, and he shall be mine, and he shall be my strawberry.
I drew it again on a piece of cardstock paper, made it bigger, obviously. Leo is judging me in the background. I decided to film in the bedroom instead of the filming studio, and I kind of had to tell you that because I didn't have anything to set behind the markers. There's a bed in the background, yeah. It's just not as aesthetically pleasing in the background. That's why I wanted to mention it. But here are some markers that I never showed you guys. Actually, you did see them in some footage from my painting a giant wall mural video, but I never actually introduced them or acknowledged them. So I have this 100 pack of Ohuhu alcohol markers, and this is what I'm going to color the bat in with. Also, I never told you guys, I actually ended up getting the ELO sketchbook. I ended up swatching all the markers here, lots of nice colors, and here is the only sketch that I did in here, sketch/drawing. I do have to add ears on her and kind of touch up some areas, but I like her. So now on to what this video is actually about, the bat. So I'm first testing out some colors so I can pick a color palette and see, you know, which ones look best, which ones I can blend with. You can see that I am lightening the pencil lines with this eraser, and so many times when I do this in videos, I get comments saying, hey, a kneaded eraser would be so much easier for this. I might have one old one somewhere. I'm gonna put it on the list. So this is the official shopping list. It's on here. I'm gonna have one in the future. One video you're gonna pop in and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, Sarah finally got a kneaded eraser. Or you might not care that much, but I want to get one. Here I've finally made it to the coloring process. I started with this light yellow to fill in every single little tiny seed. Bloop, 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 bloop. I imagine that's the sound that a seed makes. For coloring in the strawberry, I want to make it look shaded, but I actually didn't pick an area where the light is coming from, hypothetically, so it might not look as realistic as you would think. I don't know, I'm probably just being hard on myself. It's not supposed to be hyper realism. So I started with 2 different shades of pink, the darker one on the outside and the lighter one in the middle, moved on to the bat's wings, and used a light purple, as you can see. I am kicking myself for not using alcohol markers sooner in life. I was so hooked on Crayola markers and like trying to make really cool art with Crayola markers, which you can, but it's so much more work to do that. These blend so seamlessly, and I have tried Copic and I have some, but I haven't used them a lot yet, so I want to use them a lot more moving forward with my artwork and illustrations, whatever it is that I may be creating. I guess my style for this is putting a darker color outline instead of a black fine liner outline. You know how people ink their drawings? I'm inking it with color instead of black until we get to the face, and then I'm adding the mouth, nose, and eyebrow details with a fine liner. So here's what I was able to achieve blending wise with my skill set / colors that I have. And that wasn't good enough for me. I just wanted it to be a little bit more seamless. So I got my Prismacolor colored pencils out and I just kind of enhanced the blending with them. I'm adding some lighter spots to the wings with the white one, and I added shadows and kind of like outline shadows to the seeds to make it look like the strawberry isn't smooth, which it isn't. The seeds pop out a little bit, or wait, they sink in a little bit, don't they? Wow. Me as an adult who has eaten thousands of strawberries in her lifetime can't even picture one right now. Wow. Anyway, then worked on the eyes. I don't know how to finish this page. I spent so long on the drawing that I didn't conceptualize a background or any sort of scene for the bat. I'm just like, I'm doing a bat with the strawberry. I don't know what to name him or her. In the comment section below, let me know what name you would like this bat to have. In the next episode, I will reveal what name got the most votes, or like the top 5. I'll pick my favorite maybe, but vote down below. We are moving on to the second page, which is to create smudges. This one will allow me to use my fingers to really get in there and become one with the art. So I got this container of really old makeup that I don't use anymore and probably should have been thrown away if I wasn't crafty, and decided to draw with it in the past. So I just saved it, and I'm like, any other drawing projects that I have, I'll use it for. I'm starting out with this half-used blush, and I think I used the other half to create nail polish. I had a fashion channel a long time ago, and maybe I'll post on it in the future, who knows. But anyway, yeah, I'm smearing this on the page. I think I used the other half, as I was saying, and didn't finish, in a bottle of clear nail polish to make my own nail polish color. Continued with other colors, browns, tans, and then I got a lip crayon out, which is basically like lipstick, and I am going to create this kind of tulipy shape, upside down flowery skirt, petal skirt shape. There we go. But yeah, it's a skirt. I didn't have many lip colors in this container. It's mostly eyeshadows, foundations, and like blushy things, powders basically. I had 3 though that I decided to blend into the skirt. I'm glad that they're all such different tones. There's a really dark one and then a light tannish one. So this part was really satisfying, just getting to blend that creamy texture onto the page. And then I went in with one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes ever. I used to use this for everything. I used the black for the top part of the dress, the bodice, and then I took a eyeliner brush, which the eyeliner was dried up, so I just used it to dip into the eyeshadow, the cream eyeshadow. And I used some silver for this bow and made the ribbon come down on it. Off camera, I did a dress form shape, but here you can see I'm filling in the neck. and I'm putting a stand at the bottom so it doesn't look like the dress is just floating in midair. And here we have it, a very simple piece, but I really love it. Like, this only took maybe 30 to 45 minutes to do, but I really like it. So it just goes to show that you don't have to spend hours on every single piece to get something that you really love. I probably could add on to the back, but I like the simplistic style. I contemplated adding other shapes, but I just didn't want to take the focus away from the dress. There is some shimmer in the background. You can't tell too much on camera, but here's a little bit of movement. Now moving on to the third and final page. This one here, I actually created this a couple weeks ago, and I did the makeup one yesterday, but in editing land, this is now page 3. I knew for this one, I didn't want to just put letters on the page. I know it says that, but I wanted to disguise them and kind of turn them into something different. So I started out with a C shape for a crescent moon. I don't know why I decided to outline it in marker first, but I did. I used a Tombow brush marker and then went in with a Prismacolor colored pencil. But colored pencil work is very tedious compared to marker work. In a few seconds, you'll be able to see what I'm actually doing. It's pretty light on the screen right now because I wasn't pressing very hard to begin with, but here we go. So I wanted there to be a lot of blending in this piece, and I am not as skilled with the markers. I can't layer them over one another, and with paint, I just didn't want to go through the hassle of mixing the colors. So I did Northern Lights in the shape of an S, which when I zoom out, you'll be able to see that letter. Then I went ahead and outlined the prompt at the top and moved on to some stars, which are X-shaped, but kind of disguised in a clever way. So I guess they could be X's or T's, but it doesn't really matter. I did a lot of those diamond-shaped stars, and then I did some O's for other star shapes. Something I noticed that I had no idea when I started this was that C and S are actually my initial, Sarah, and then my fiance's is Craig. So it's a C and an S, and then X's and O's in the sky for love, like hugs and kisses, love. So the meaning behind this piece, while I didn't actually plan, it turned out really cute. Coloring the background with the black was a labor of love. It really took a while. You can peep Mira in the background. I was watching some of my friend's videos. She was coloring with a giant crayon. If you don't know her channel, it's Mira Byler. She is pretty cool. This is what the piece turned out like. I think it's very magical. Also, let me know which page out of these 3 is your favorite. Don't forget, if you want to see the squishy collection, give this video a thumbs up. Check out all of the videos that I've listed these places if you want to see more of my creations. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I need to take a nap. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Yeah, ow! Get out of it. Hair in my mouth. Still in my mouth. What did I say? I have no idea.